you can get exposed at the back.
Paul Pogba. Now it's Alexis Sanchez. Ander Herrera. And the ball with Williams. And the pass provided by Danny Williams. Corner given to United. Played into the centre of the box. It had an invitation attached, but he couldn't avail himself of the opportunity.
Well, just look at him. He thinks it's in, just wide.
Matic on the ball. Danny Williams. And now Danny Williams. Excellent ball from Danny Williams. Fine reaction save from the goalkeeper.
Goalkeeping at its best. Really, really top draw.
And Juan Mata delivering. Well, he wasn't messing around with the clearance. And Pogba. Herrera. And the keeper making sure that there were no scraps to feed on for the attackers. And the ball with Williams. Well, great read there to intercept. Dentinho has it. Marlos. And passing with a velvet touch. And De Gea untroubled. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Stepanenko. Well, I must say it's a fine-looking attack. But what can they do from this position? Options aplenty. And the referee has given them a corner. He's driven in the corner. And he's clear as lines. After the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next, and perhaps a goal from this free kick. And Tyson takes it on. It'll be a corner. And he's fired over the corner. And the no-nonsense clearance. Stepanenko. Crossing possibilities. Will there be a tangible end product? The referee has given a corner. And that's a deep corner. Well, thumped clear. Throw-ins given. Ismaili. On On the ball, Taras Stepanenko. Routine for De Gea. Under Herrera. Manchester United keep the ball. Advantage. Manchester United getting higher and higher up the pitch. What can they produce from this position? Danny Williams. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Madishev. It's with Marlos. Tyson. Nice and easy for the keeper. Matic on the ball. Under Herrera. Well, he's got plenty of space on the flank here. Now Paul Pogba. Can he give them the lead? And it is the opening goal of the contest.
Well, it was always going to be a tight game, but now all of a sudden one team ahead. Things have got to change on both sides. Here's the replay, and I can see why the keeper's a little frustrated. He thought he got enough on that to keep it out, but it's just gone past him and he's unlucky, really.
Well, let's go back to the goal that was scored. So they're playing again. It's Manchester United with the lead here.
Number 34.
And on the ball, Krivtsov. Well, he's given it away. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes.
4 minutes of added time.
Ivan Ordets. They've given it away. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Whatever way you slice it, a good night's work for this fellow so far. Lee?
Well, he'll get an extra sugar in his tea from the coach at half-time after that great first half performance. Still touch and go in the second half with only a 1-goal lead, though.
Played into the centre of the box. It had an invitation attached, but he couldn't avail himself of the opportunity.
Well, just...
And now Danny Williams. Excellent ball from Danny Williams. Fine reaction save from the goalkeeper.
Goalkeeping at its best. Really, really top draw.
Tyson takes it on. It'll be a corner. Now Paul Pogba. Can he give them the lead? And it is the opening goal of the contest.
Well, it was always going to be a tight game, but now all of a sudden one team ahead. Things have got to change on both sides.
And the second half commences with Manchester United on top. Danny Williams. Under Herrera. Just wanted to get it out of there. And they'll have to throw it back in play. Here's Luke Shaw. Pogba. And now Danny Williams. Let's see what he has in store for them. Now that's fine goalkeeping. Real concentration. And a substitution in the offing. Corner kick played in. And a goal here for Manchester United. They are the big favourites now.
Well, you will concede less goals if you stop the crosses. On this occasion, they don't, and they pay the ultimate penalty. The ball's in the back of the net. Stop the cross.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle. Well, a second goal for them here.
Goal for Manchester United.
Manichev on the ball. Bogdan Budko. It's with Marlos. Is he going to punish them here? Beautifully timed. I must say, no shortage of space. This attack looks highly promising. Danny Williams! And this time, it's in!
Well, it's not a brilliant goal, but it's a goal. It's in the back of the net. Keeper couldn't do anything about it.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. Well, it has been one-sided, but they deserve the plaudits for the fact that they've kept going and going. Given away. And it's a quality pass. And Lingard looking confident with the ball at his feet. Thou shalt not pass was the message delivered. Marichev. By no means on his own here. Nemanja Matic has it. Great vision from Danny Williams. And now this is Lingard. Pulls it back. And they've only gone and applied that finishing touch.
Well, we'll see this again, and it's inches from going wide. It doesn't hit the post and goes in. Keeper is distraught.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we?
Substitution for Manchester United, coming off the pitch, number 7, Alexis Sanchez. Coming onto the pitch.
Well, sadly, we have to conclude that this hasn't really been a contest, but all credit to any side committed to scoring goals like this. Stepanenko, and they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position. And cleared away. Paul Pogba. Lingard. Under Herrera. And the ball with Williams. And Pogba. Williams. The keeper was never likely to be in trouble then. On the ball, Taras Stepanenko. Ismaili. Let's see, does he mean business? Excellent ball towards the front post. Lack of guile with regard to that cross. Goalkeeper's ball. 10 minutes left for play. Glorious pass from Ander Herrera. Martial can be dangerous from this position. And it's gone in!
Well, look at it again. I do question the defenders, but let's give credit to him. What a wonderful solo effort. And he still has the presence of mind to finish it off. What a brilliant solo goal.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now.
Number 11, Anthony Martial.
It's with Marlos. Bogdan Butko. On the ball, Taras Stepanenko. Given away. And it's a case of just 5 minutes left. Manishev on the ball. Ismaili. They couldn't maintain possession. Ander Herrera. Anthony Martial. And Martial looking to make headway. And 3 minutes will be added on for stoppages.
Of 3 minutes of added time.
Nemanja Matic has it. Jesse Lingard. This is Nemanja Matic. Danny Williams. And this time, it's in!
Well, here's the replay. I'm sure the keeper will be looking at his defenders, but what can they do? It's a lovely strike off his laces, in the back of the net.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle. Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed.
Danny Williams.
Hunter, Morgan. On a break too. Manager likes what she's been seeing from the both of you. You brought a new dimension to the team. But now we're moving into the knockout rounds, and it takes a certain kind of maturity to play under that kind of pressure.
Got you, Coach.
Of course, Coach. I'll be ready if manager needs me during the game.
No, that's the attitude we need and expect from both of you. The two of you are leading the attack into the round of 16.
Thanks, Coach.
Yes, Coach. Understood?
Good.
We're gonna kill him.
Yeah. All day.
Keep up the pace, ladies!
Closing down, that's when it can fall down.
Hunter. Here is Lindsay Horan. Real backing for Kim Hunter to go for goal here. Goalkeeper hangs on. Hunter. Hunter! Right from the kickoff. They look like scoring, they have now.
Sharp from the off, and what a good goal.
Different angle on it here. And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here. Here's Busalia. Renard, Tine. Lloyd. Morgan. It's with Lloyd here. Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. And the assistant signals for the throw. Henry. Le Sommer. Good vision. It's a very good interception. Morgan. Marion Toro. Busalia. Tine. Spotted well by the defender, cut it out. Good interception. Here's a chance to attack. Well, it's out for a corner. One point, Alan, we ought to discuss really on the strike force of the Americans, the experienced Alex Morgan joined by the rookie Kim Hunter. I guess if you're good enough, you're old enough.
It looks quite natural to me, this partnership. They've been creating chances, haven't they? And they look happy actually together. That's always a good sign. And for the coach, you'd be amazed if this partnership wasn't kept together. Why wouldn't
Hunter! Well, that could be the insurance goal here.
that little bit of daylight that they were after?
Well, she's doubled up here. That's a terrific effort. And I think the confidence from the first goal certainly helped with the second. Well, here's the goal again. Restarting at 2-0. Here's Busalia. Renard. Horan. Stopping the pass getting through with a good piece of anticipation. Here's Busalia. Probing away. Trying to find room for a shot maybe. Lloyd. Short. Well, suddenly they could be on the counter-attack. Well, they've lost an opportunity here, trying to break on the move and able to cut out the pass. Lindsay Horan now. This is how they love to play on the break. United States have scored. Just outside the penalty area, she's fired it home.
Oh, that's a wonderful goal. Really is. Perfect timing.
Well, it's a goal worth replaying over and over again, isn't it? One team really on their game today, the other very off colour. Now Renard. Tine. Here's Busalia. Hunter. Really in the clear now, in on goal. Surely. Oh, that's a fantastic goal. And there it is, her third goal. She is a hat-trick heroine today. Really on top of her game. Well, what a sweet moment for her. A hat-trick.
And every single one was beautifully taken. No wonder she's got a big smile on her face.
I don't think we expected this, such a one-sided affair, but look at the scoreline. Renard. Busalia. Tine. Neatly intercepted. an incisive pass. Can find some space here on the flanks. Can finish it off. Well, all credit for taking the volley on, but in the end, nowhere near the target.
Well, it's a difficult skill, and you get it off a fraction, and that can happen. It goes wide.
Great interception. That's proper clearance. Well away from the danger zone. It's looking good, this move. 3 minutes, that's what's going to be played for added time. Now Morgan. Diani. That's a good spot by the defender. Well, the referee has brought to an end what has been a very surprising first half. Hunter! Hunter! Right from the kickoff, they look like scoring, they have now.
Sharp from the off, and what a good goal.
Hunter! Well, that could be the insurance goal here.
That little bit of daylight that they were after.
Lindsay Horan now. This is how they love to play on the break. The United States have scored. Really in the clear now, in on goal. Surely. Oh, that's a fantastic goal. And there it is, her third goal. She is a hat-trick heroine today. Really. Can find some space here on the flanks. Can finish it off. Well, all credit for taking the volley on, but in the end, nowhere near the target.
Well, it's a difficult skill, and you get it off a fraction, and that can happen. It goes wide.
Second half underway here in the round of 16 in France in the Women's World Cup. Got to pass the ball a bit better than this if they're going to make progress, giving it straight away. The USA can attack now. And now the shot! And the goalkeeper can make a straightforward save. Hunter. Kim Hunter looking for a through ball now. Still got a bit to do, but this is promising. A good run towards the near post. Out in front of goal. They've got the ball back by that interception. Here's the shot. It's hit the post and in for a goal. Well, it got a bit of help from the inside of the post, but in it goes.
Well, that can be truly described as unstoppable when it goes in off the inside like that.
I have to say it's so one-sided today, but all credit to the team that are racking up the goals. It's with Lloyd here. Hunter. Busalia to Henry. Diani. Well, we're two-thirds of the way through the 90 minutes, half an hour to go. Doing well to keep the ball. Far too close, the cross to the keeper. Hunter. They've lost the ball, and the counter-attack could be there. That's a missed opportunity on the counter-attack. Now Tine. Shots on here. It's a top effort, really, but it's just too high.
Maybe next time, that kind of effort will be on target.
Well, these teams always look for goals from midfield players. She's obliged today, but the management feel obliged to make a change and take her off.
Yeah, she's a precious player because she has got that ability to score goals from midfield. There's not too many like that around.
Hunter. The shot's on. Whoa, that's flown over the bar.
Wow, the crowd were up on their feet there. It's a spectacular effort.
Substitution, and it's going to be France who are going to make it. "20 minutes of the 90 still to play." To Henry. Diani. Here's Valerie Gauvin. And the pass not completed, really. France get the throw. It's always tough for players when they are substituted. It's more, of course, a regular occurrence these days with more and more subs being allowed, but the crowd aren't helping, are they? You don't want to be taken off, and you don't want to be taken off in this sort of atmosphere.
You don't, but it comes with the territory, and the manager, I think, just feeling it's that time in the match.
And shoots! Oh, off the crossbar and behind for a goal kick. Henry, Tine, Cascarino. Defending strongly there and making sure the cross didn't get into the danger area. Henry. France have a free kick. Action on the USA bench. A change coming up. In quickly. Hunter. Slipped through. In with a chance. Oh, it's got to be. Clever ball. And they've scored.
Well, if you look back through the archives, you'll see that this player has scored quite a few from these kind of distances, and it is a knack.
Well, two against the goalkeeper, and they managed to stay onside and worked it perfectly, really.
Yeah, they did, and players of this standard should be able to work it perfectly. And the pass was released at just the right moment, taking the keeper out of the equation.
There's no doubt that the scoreline reflects realistically the nature of the game. There's nothing false about it. They've thoroughly deserved to be so far ahead. That's a good spot by the defender. Well, that's over the top of the defender and one to chase. Opportunity now. United States have scored. Well, this is rubbing salt in some pretty gaping wounds here.
Well, they just won't let up, will they? They're going to go to the final whistle.
Let's see the replay now. Well, it's a tough game for the team that are trailing. They're out of the contest, really. They're just playing for pride. They're really being torn apart. Well, the action is going to continue here. We've got 4 minutes of added time. Morgan. Heath. To Henry.
Kim Hunter with a hat trick today. Truly astounding, Kim. How are you feeling right now?
I feel like I could fly. Maybe I can.
Well, after that performance, I would not be surprised, Kim. Amazing stuff.
Thank you.
With Harold on the form of his life and an England call-up on the cards, his career was ended by a wild tackle during the FA Cup 5th round tie. It would be his last game as a professional player.
Yep. You made it!
Little sis making headlines at the World Cup. I couldn't miss that. Knockouts now, huh?
Yeah.
You are gonna need all the help you can get.
Hello, Kim.
Hi.
Bee's in town too. Is that your documentary?
Yeah, I got an A. You can watch it if you want.
Am I in it?
Are you a hunter?
I'm not what you think I am, Kim.
I don't think you're anything. I mean, I don't think you're anything bad.
I am a soccer fan, first and foremost. But I am a fan with means and resources that few others possess.
Totally. Yeah, I hear that.
You made quite the impression here, young lady. The press are saying that you could be the World Cup's next breakout star.
You know, I don't really care what the press says. I'm just here to win.
That's why you're special. Kim, with your ability, your fire, you could blaze a trail through this game unlike anything we've seen. Change the way this sport is perceived.
People keep telling me stuff like that, but I don't really know what to do with it.
Don't do anything. Just keep being yourself. Kim, I can help you go straight to the top. Mark my words. Help your team win the World Cup, and they'll be making movies about you.
So, I don't actually see my trailer anywhere. I assume it's part around the block?
Your trailer?
Yeah. Big 50-foot streamline I was expecting. I mean, it was all in my contract, all agreed. I mean, is this not LA?
Danny, I'm sorry. I don't know who said you would have a trailer.
Oh, you're sorry?
Ignore him. He's just having you on, all right? Doesn't know how to shut it off.
Oh.
Hey!
Nice. You really got me there. Hilarious. Do you guys know each other?
Hey, boys.
No.
Oh, what's up, mate? I didn't know they had you for this too.
Yeah, man. Love the boss skills at these events. It's fun to watch. Plus, I pick up, tricks for myself.
Hey, mate. Danny Williams.
Ah, the Williams. I play with your big brother, Terry, at UV. Stuff. Oh, trains like he plays.
Yeah, he's a tough player, Terry is.
Hey, we'll have you boys set up over here to judge the tournament. We'll present the Tangle League trophy over here, do pictures and signings over there.
Cool, nice one.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Sounds fun, mate.
Listen, I gotta jump over to player registration for a minute. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay?
Alex.
I really appreciate you making this happen for me, mate.
Well, obviously. Mom.
I know what my son likes.
Yes.
Ready to go? Yeah. We have reservations on La Torre.
Oh no. I totally forgot. Another time? The best in Madrid. You know what? We must take you sometime.
Alex, may I have a word? Alex, building a brand means getting exposure. It means being in the right places with the right people. Showing your face constantly. Cultivating an image.
Wait, this isn't about the logo, is it?
I will always respect your decisions, Alex, even if I don't agree with them. And I know that you do your best on the pitch day in, day out. And I am doing my best to make sure that you get awarded for that. If we both do our jobs, we can achieve great things. Dinner's ready.
Be right there, Mum.
Alex? I can only do this with your help. Gracias.
Crisp, confident, with vision no less. Very encouraging, Hunter.
Happy to be of service.
With passes like that, I have no doubt you'll be.
Don't be too nice. You freak me out.
But also defend and help out the centre-backs.
Paco Alcácer. It's an enterprising Dortmund attack. Can they take advantage of the situation? Toni Kroos. It's with Alex Hunter. They don't normally need a second invitation to give it a go on the counter. And Isco. Isco! That will give them quite the lift. An early opening goal lead.
Well, you always want to start quickly, and there's certainly a quick start there. What a finish.
And the goal that was scored, well worth another look, Lee. And they're playing once more. Real Madrid with the lead here. Jadon Sancho. Promising attack this from Borussia Dortmund. What can they do from here? Options are plenty. This is Kroos. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Not quite the counter-attack that they had in mind. Isco. He's gone for power, Lee, but it's wide.
Well, no real direction, but the power was there. And you're right, it's just gone past the post.
This is Kroos. The ball with Luka Modric. This is Gareth Bale. Isco has it. It's with Alex Hunter. Lovely ball from Hunter. And it might be Marco Asensio! And he's gone and scored for Real Madrid.
Well, that's what Real Madrid do. They put you under pressure and you normally crumble. Well, we'll see this again, and it's inches from going wide. It doesn't hit the post and goes in. Keeper is distraught.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? So 2-0 now. It's with Weigl. And given away by Dortmund. Alex Hunter. It's an accurate pass from Kroos. An easy meet for the keeper, given that cross. Isco has it. Toni Kroos. Hunter, what's he going to do? So, a Real Madrid corner. He's driven in the corner. And Isco. Well, body in the way. Corner for Real Madrid. Corner kick played in. No-nonsense clearance. Corner once more. And fired over by Kroos. Joy for the Merengues. Real Madrid have scored.
Well, they pushed and pushed. They tested and tested, and they got their reward. Well, you will concede less goals if you stop the crosses. On this occasion, they don't, and they pay the ultimate penalty. The ball's in the back of the net. Stop the cross.
Well, let's go back to the goal that was scored. There has been a gulf in quality tonight, but you've really got to give them credit for the fact that they haven't let up at all. Julian Weigl. Now Thomas Delaney. Well, they are the record winners of this great competition, Real Madrid, and you always feel, Lee, that no matter the stage of the competition, where Real Madrid are concerned, you're witnessing history.
Well, absolutely, their history.
And the shot decidedly lacking accuracy.
Well, he had other options as well, but he chose to shoot.
Given away. Real Madrid moving the ball with purpose. What can they do from this position? Well, they had a decent reading of that ball in. Now with Hakimi. Canny defending by Kroos. Marco Asensio. And very straightforward for Roman Bürki. With Marco Reus. Borussia Dortmund have given it away. It's with Weigl. Paco Alcácer. Julian Weigl. Delaney. Sancho now. Well, it's a fine-looking Dortmund attack, but the question is, what can they do from this position? The ball with Luka Modric. Hunter. Isco. Luka Modric. Alex Hunter. Well, he was just a fraction offside then.
That's all he needs to be, a fraction, and it was so close.
plenty of know-how in the ball shielding department. Hunter, what's he going to do? Corner given to Real Madrid. Over it comes, and he's clear as lines. And Kroos. This is Varane. That's going to be all for the first half here in the Ruhr region. You've certainly got to give this man high marks for his work up to this point, Lee.
Well, if he plays like that in the second half, we're in for a real treat. He's scored, he's direct, creative, and he unnerves defenders.
Normally need a second, and Isco. That will give them quite the lift. An early opening goal lead.
Well, you always want to start quickly, and there's certainly a quick start there. What a finish.
Not quite the counter-attack that they had in mind. Isco. He's gone for power, Lee, but it's wide.
Well, no real direction, but the power was there, and you're right, it's just gone past the post.
Lovely ball from Hunter, and it might be Marco Asensio! And fired over by Kroos. Joy for the Merengues. Real Madrid have scored.
Well, they pushed and pushed. They tested and tested, and they got their reward.
And the shot decidedly lacking accuracy.
Well, he had other options as well, but he chose to shoot.
And so the second half is underway. They took quite the thrashing in that first 45. Can they turn things around now? Luka Modric. Can they put it away? And the defender takes care of business. The ball with Marco Reus. Oh, goodness, he was right on top of the situation to get the ball back for his team. Crossed in there. That is superb goalkeeping based on a genuine aerial threat.
Well, sometimes I'm a bit harsh on goalkeepers, but that genuinely was a really good save.
The ball with Luka Modric. Opportunity it is. Now the conclusion, he's missed the opportunity. Manuel Akanji. Guerrero. And given away by Dortmund. Reus. Good tackle. Hunter. And using his strength to shield the ball. Crossing opportunity. Marco Asensio waiting to pounce. It lacked conviction, that clearance, and maybe an opportunity for the opposition. And Rafael Guerrero has lost the ball. Lucas Vazquez. Alex Hunter. Opportunity. Hunter. Oh, crucial tackle. Brilliant. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Not quite the counter-attack that they had in mind. Alcantara. And this is Royce. Sancho. Marco Asensio. Marco Asensio to feed it through. Modric. Hunter, what's he going to do? Look at Modric. And stopped by Piszczek. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Targets available. Cross comes in. Corner coming up for Dortmund. Guerreiro with the corner. Any goalkeeper would accept corner kick deliveries like that every day. Hunter. This is Kroos. Isco. Real Madrid moving the ball with purpose. What can they do from this position? And Isco has scored!
Well, let's see that strike again. First time is always very, very difficult to strike a ball. The timing has to be right, the technique has to be right, but above all, you have to concentrate on the ball as it's coming to you. You know you're not going to take a touch. Concentration is everything.
Been one-sided, but they deserve the plaudits for the fact that they've kept going and going. Now Thomas Delaney. It's with Dahoud. Well, great read there to intercept. Just been a thoroughly cogent and convincing performance in this match, Lee.
Well, for Real Madrid, the creative side of their team tonight has been absolutely top draw. The players are all on the same hymn sheet. The coach has got his tactics completely right. The flow of the game, the movement, it's been a brilliant game.
Read it superbly to take back possession. Isco. And only 2 minutes remaining here. Isco has it. Alex Hunter. He's in behind the defence here. And a goal!
The replay, I'm sure the keeper will be looking at his defenders, but what can they do? It's a lovely strike off his laces in the back of the net.
A bit more analysis as regards the goal. If there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed.
Mr. Hunter, right, yeah, this way, please. Thank you, sir. That's it. Right. Yeah, that's it. Wonderful, that's right.
Yes. Mr. Hunter.
You are not Alex Hunter.
I'll be outside if you need me, Alex.
Tell me. What do you see?
Trophies. History. Success.
I see family. It is the foundation on which this club is built. Players come, players go. But a team that is a family is unbreakable. And a family is built on respect. You are not meeting the level of professionalism that we expect from players at this club, from members of this family. Whatever business we have off the pitch, it must never impact our business on the pitch. The manager believes football is not your focus right now. That is why he has decided to keep you on the bench for tomorrow night's game, the Champions League.
He can't do that. I've never let anyone down.
Is that how it seems to you, Alex?
That's how it is.
We think differently. You need to think long and hard about this.
We've all got some thinking to do.
Alex, each training session, each game in La Liga, being a part of Real Madrid means having to prove yourself over again, every day.
Go on, treat yourself. Can't stay in this place forever. You're not reading nothing again, are you?
Oh, well, Michael's mate's knocked another 2.5 off.
How many times do I have to tell you? All your serious money's tied up long term. It's a non-starter. Salary Danny's only should be able to afford it. In fact, I know he can. Yeah, I bet you do. What's that supposed to mean? We're kind of short of clients, aren't you, pal? The commission's not what they used to be. Do you want to say that again? Yeah. I've tried working with this cowboy, Dan. A cowboy? I'm not the one who's been dropped by every client he's ever had. You're just lucky Danny's such a good guy. Ask him where your money is, Danny. Go on, ask him! Look at this guy's history. You and me, Danny, we go back since we were this high. I'm looking after your future here.
Ringo's right. Sorry, Michael. But I've been having my doubts for a while now, and you've not got the best track record, have you, really? And all you do is you keep slagging Ringo off, and I've known him a lot longer.
You having a laugh, my son? You gonna listen to this clown? He hasn't even got proper qualifications, Danny. Why don't you tell him where his money is?
Well, not lining your pockets, pal, that's for sure.
This is crazy, Danny. I've always had your back. You're my #1 client.
Yeah, well, I'm only your #1 client because everyone else got shot of you. I'll see you around, Michael.
Throughout the game.
It's with Diego Perotti. Couldn't maintain possession, Roma. Nemanja Matic has it. Now, let's see. Herrera. Tremendous ball played through. Beautifully struck and foiled only by the post lead.
Well, how close can you get? He's 3 inches away from scoring.
A no-nonsense defensive clearance. And the ball with Williams. Teammates could potentially join in. And Martial. Martial into the middle. Not all that convincing defensively. Brian Cristante. Well, we know how troublesome he can be on the pitch, but what should we expect from him today, Lee?
Well, he comes into this game with history, a hatful in his last game. We all know that, but also the defenders know that. How will they cope?
Given away. And now Danny Williams. Just wanted to get it out of there. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position. Over the byline, hence a goal kick. Under Herrera. Matic on the ball. Williams. It's going to be United's free kick. Just can't get it past the wall. And United have the corner. The corner courtesy of Williams! And a goal it is, the opener in this game.
Well, keep it tight, that's what both managers would have been saying. But now the opening goal's gone in. Tactics have got to change. Well, you will concede less goals if you stop the crosses. On this occasion, they don't, and they pay the ultimate penalty. The ball's in the back of the net. Stop the cross.
Well, let's go back to the goal that was scored. So they're playing again. It's Manchester United with the lead here. Now Dzeko. It's with Diego Perotti. Well, great read there to intercept. Manchester United, of course, the first. And the pass provided by Danny Williams. Running effortlessly and competent. Not all that hard to deal with crosses like that. Juan Mata. And now Danny Williams. And a goal here for Manchester United. They are the big favourites now.
Well, let's see that one again. It's all about the contact. Does everything right. He's not bothered where the goal is. He knows where it is. He gets a beautiful strike on it.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? So 2-0 now. Here's Cristante. De Rossi. Perotti. An abundance of space. Perotti. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Well, they've jumped in front, Lee. That's the most important thing. Your assessment so far? Great vision from Danny Williams. All in all, a broken counter-attack. Perotti. Oh, that's an interesting pass. And Edin Dzeko. Keeper's contribution, but what next? And it is Pastore. Easy save for David De Gea. Given away by Manchester United. And he's made headway. Does he have the beating of the goalkeeper? And the goal gaping at him. And the ball is in the net.
The crowd have gone crazy, and quite rightly so. What a finish that is. Well, you tell youngsters in that position just to hit the target. You can't score unless you do. And on this occasion he does, and he scores.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. Has been one-sided, but they deserve the plaudits for the fact that they've kept going and going. Daniele De Rossi. Danny Williams. Given away by Manchester United. Now, let's see what they can do here. This is Nemanja Matic. Well, body in the way. And 3 minutes will be added on for stoppages. Given away. Williams. Read it superbly to take back possession. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Well, this man will get most of the plaudits for his contribution up to this point, Lee.
Well, it's nearly all going right. Hit the woodwork, his team's winning, he's scored a goal. What more can he do in this second half? We'll have to wait and see.
Now, let's see. Herrera. Tremendous ball played through. Beautifully struck. And foiled only by the post, Lee.
Well, how close can he get? He's 3 inches away from scoring.
A corner courtesy of Williams! And now Danny Williams. And a goal here for Manchester United. They are the big favourites now. And he's made headway. Does he have the beating of the goalkeeper? And the goal gaping at him. And the ball is in the net.
The crowd have gone crazy, and quite rightly so. What a finish that is.
And so the second half commences here. Well, it was one-way traffic in the first half. They're going to need all their time if they have design. Excellent ball from Danny Williams. And it's gone in!
Well, so often than not, the post can be the goalie's friend. Not on this occasion. So close, but it's in.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? Sadly, we have to conclude that this hasn't really been a contest, but all credit to any side committed to scoring goals like this. Good tackle. Pogba. Under Herrera. Danny Williams. It's Manchester United on the move. Now, what can they do from here? Terrific block there. Daniele De Rossi. Kluivert. Now Dzeko. And the ball with Williams. And the pass provided by Danny Williams. Mata with the cross. Well, when all was said and done, he's failed to hit the target. And it is substitution time at this juncture, not just from one side, but from both. De Rossi. Here's Cristante. And Stephen El Shaarawy. It's there for him. Well, it was straight at the keeper, but technically good goalkeeping. And 30 minutes left for play in this match. Great vision from Danny Williams. Martial, and he might wreak havoc. In the opinion of the referee, that is a penalty. Well, you cannot put in an illegal challenge under those circumstances. Red card it is.
Well, he didn't even look for it, did he? He didn't wait for the referee. He knew it was coming. Off he goes.
They decided that now is the time to go to the bench. And the penalty is converted. I don't think anyone really questioned him.
See it again here, Derek. Looks easy, doesn't it? I can tell you it isn't. I'm telling you now.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle. There has been a gulf in quality tonight, but you've really got to give them credit for the fact that they haven't let up at all. Daniele De Rossi. Well, he's given us away. Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again. Manchester United getting higher and higher. Can Lingard wreak havoc? Oh dear, I think he's left his shooting boots behind in the dressing room.
Well, it was well worth the effort. Poor technique, really. Should do better than that.
They will now make use of their substitutes bench. Here's Cristante. Daniele De Rossi. It's with Kolarov. Lorenzo Pellegrini with it. Now Dzeko. Oh, a lovely ball. El Shaarawy. And the ball is in the net.
The crowd have gone crazy, and quite rightly so. What a finish that is. Well, it's not a brilliant goal, but it's a goal. It's in the back of the net. Keeper couldn't do anything about it.
Well, a bit more analysis as regards the goal. A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. Under Herrera. Manchester United getting players forward and moving the ball around. Danny Williams! Whatever it takes to keep them out. Williams. Marcano. Read it superbly to take back possession. This is Nemanja Matic. He's gone for power, Lee, but it's wide.
Well, no real direction, but the power was there. And you're right, it's just gone past the post.
Pogba unable to keep the ball. And Stephen El Shaarawy thumped clear. It is to be a throw-in. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Crossing opportunity. A cross lacking guile and accuracy. Fed through by Alexis Sanchez. And now this is... And he's broken free. Can he beat the goalkeeper? And they've only gone and applied that finishing touch.
Well, look at this, Derek. Sometimes the opposition are all set up perfectly for you to dribble through them. It's almost like he's playing FIFA. He goes through and puts the ball in the back of the net. It's brilliant.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Kostas Manolas. El Shaarawy has it. Just a couple of minutes left for play. He's just got to continue his run. It has to be, surely. And in it goes!
Well, you tell youngsters in that position just to hit the target. You can't score unless you do. And on this occasion he does, and he scores.
And the goal that was scored, well worth another look, Lee. Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. Now El Shaarawy. Pellegrini. It was intended for Dzeko. Not all that hard to deal with crosses like that. And that's it. It's all over this evening anyway. A disappointing result, you've got to say, from the Roma point of view. But as far as Danny Williams and his teammates are concerned, fantastically.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant night. The game plan before the game would be exactly what the result is tonight. Home leg to come. Can they finish the job off? From that performance, you'd say, pretty much certain.
And we're very much looking forward to bringing you that second leg live right here on EA TV.
I am standing here with the man of the match, Danny Williams.
Oh, yes, mate, you are right. I mean, they might as well park it around mine at this point, you know. Man of the match, the Williams. And may he always be so.
Well, not always.
Well, no, not officially. But, you know, I am always the man, aren't I?
Thank you, Danny.
Yeah, no problem, mate.
Mr. Williams, right this way. It's over here, just a moment. Take a moment. That's it. Thank you. That's it. Smile, Daddy, please. Smile over here. For us, please. Just good. Stay right where you are.
And now this Champions League round of 16's second leg is underway. Matic on the ball. Danny Williams. And the pass provided by Danny Williams. That is a moment he would dearly love to have back, if possible.
Yeah, it wasn't his best effort, was it? But I bet he thought, I haven't got anything on, why not try a shot?
Marcano now. De Rossi. Dzeko. Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again. Thank goodness he was right on top of the situation to get the promising-looking ball. Well, not really a shooting moment he's going to be especially proud of, Lee.
Well, he did have other options, but he thought, you know what, I'm just going to have a go.
They've given it away. And here is Juan Mata. Williams! That will give them quite the lift. An early opening goal lead.
Well, you always want to start quickly, and there's certainly a quick start there. What a finish. Well, here's a replay. I always tell young defenders to stop the cross, and this is why. When the ball comes in, it's perfect, and the ball ends up in the back of the net. Great header.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. So the match has restarted. 1-0 here.
Goal for Manchester United. Number 34.
Marcano now. Well, great read there to intercept. Thumped clear. Pastore with it. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position. It's with Kolarov. Pastore. Now, what can he do here? Pastore dispossessed. Under Herrera. Matic on the ball. Danny Williams. Excellent ball from Danny Williams. Well, now in a dangerous position. And a wonderful save. And a goal from Paul Pogba.
Well, here's the replay. The keeper's made a save, but it's not good enough. It's back into play. He was first to react, and it's in the back of the net.
Well, let's go back to the goal that was scored. It's going their way, 2-0.
Goal for Manchester United.
Brian Cristante.
Paul Pogba.
Dzeko. Here's Kluivert. And scope for them to produce some. And in with a real chance. Only the keeper to beat. He had just the goalkeeper to beat. He's got it completely wrongly.
Well, he won't be watching that when he gets home tonight on a replay.
And Mata. And Juan Mata into the middle. And a no-nonsense clearance. Can he put it away? It had an invitation attached, but he couldn't avail himself of the opportunity.
Well, just look at him. He thinks it's in, just wide.
Kluivert. Pastore. Couldn't maintain possession, Roma. Under Herrera. Nemanja Matic has it. Given away by Manchester United. And the ball with Williams. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. Pastore. It's all about translating threats into goals. Let's see what they can do here. Effective challenge. Pogba. Nemanja Matic has it. Given away by Pogba. And it is Pastore. And the ball with Williams. Pogba. And that's vision for you from Paul Pogba. And now Danny Williams. Might be a chance here. Clattered away. Here's Luke Shaw. Under Herrera.
The referee has indicated.
And the referee is going to add on 3 minutes. Pastore. De Rossi. Ball lost by Roma. And the ball with Williams. Under Herrera. Manchester United getting higher and higher up the... And it might be... Williams! And a goal!
Well, it's not a brilliant goal, but it's a goal. It's in the back of the net. Keeper couldn't do anything about it.
Well, let's have another view of that goal. Is this going to be a thrashing? 3-0 now.
Manchester United.
Brian Cristante.
Number 34.
The first half story has been written here at Old Trafford tonight. And now this Champions League round of 16's second leg is underway. Danny Williams, and the pass provided by Danny Williams. That is a moment he would dearly love to have back if possible.
Yeah, it wasn't his best effort, was it? But I bet he thought, I haven't got anything on, why not try?
Oh, goodness, he was right on top of the situation to get the promising-looking ball. Well, not really a shooting moment he's going to be especially proud of, Lee.
Well, he did have other options, but he thought, you know what, I'm just going to have a go.
And here is Juan Mata. Williams! Well, now in a dangerous position. And a wonderful save. And a goal from Paul Pogba. And a no-nonsense clearance. Can he put it away? It had an invitation attached, but he couldn't avail himself of the opportunity.
Well, just look at him. He thinks it's in. Just
Manchester United getting higher and higher up the... And it might be... Williams! And a goal!
For Manchester United coming off the pitch.
So the Champions League round of 16, second leg. The second half is underway. Pellegrini. Perotti. Well, let's see, does he mean business? Under Herrera. Danny Williams. Moving through the gears. Well, let's see, Herrera. Danny Williams! He's gone for power, Lee, but it's wide.
well, no real direction, but the power was there. And you're right, it's just gone past the post.
I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, I've got a word for that first half performance. Spectacular. He was absolutely brilliant. He's got his 2 goals.
I think he knew he was guilty of fouling. Free kick conceded. Substitution time it is. Delivered into the box. Well, he failed to get it away properly. Pogba has it. Pogba unable to keep the ball. Here's Cristante. Daniele De Rossi. It's with Diego Perotti. Good tackle. And the ball with Williams. Excellent ball from Danny Williams. And close to goal. Alexis Sanchez with the goal.
Well, the little Chilean gets in a position and doesn't disappoint anybody. Well, when we see this again, it is a wonderful effort, a solo effort. Got to question the defenders. They just back off him, and he takes full advantage.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. One-way traffic on the night. 4-0 here.
Goal for Manchester United.
Brian Cristante. Marcano.
Alexis Sanchez.
And the ball with Williams. Now it's Alexis Sanchez. Herrera. Oh, he's through here. Only the keeper to beat. El Shaarawy has it. It's with Lorenzi. They've given it away. Now, let's see. Herrera. Well, perhaps under Herrera. And in it goes!
Well, you tell youngsters in that position just to hit the target. You can't score unless you do. And on this occasion, he does, and he scores.
Well, a bit more analysis as regards the goal.
Substitution for Manchester
And a substitution in the offing.
Number 7, Alexis Sanchez. Coming onto the pitch.
Oh, my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match.
For Manchester United.
We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. It's with Diego Perotti. Now Dzeko. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Paul Pogba's incisive pass. Danny Williams just has to stay calm. And a goal!
Well, it's not a brilliant goal, but it's a goal. It's in the back of the net. Keeper couldn't do anything about it.
Well, let's have another view of that goal. Well, it's an out-and-out pasting. 6-0.
Number 34.
Inside the last quarter of an hour. Lorenzo Pellegrini with it. I must say, no shortage of space. It's going to be United's free kick. They will now make use of their substitutes bench.
To be replaced by number 18. David Santon.
This is Jones. Matic on the ball. And the ball with Williams. Lost possession. And Martial. Corner awarded to Manchester United. Corner kick played in. And a half-baked clearance. And it's gone in!
Well, we'll see this again, and it's inches from going wide. It doesn't hit the post and goes in. Keeper is distraught.
Well, let's go back to the goal that was scored.
Goal for Manchester
Lorenzo Pellegrini with it.
Number 21, Ander Herrera.
Here's Cristante. Florenzi on the ball. Pellegrini. And Stephen El Shaarawy. Goalkeeper's ball. The cross delivered too close to him.
Old Trafford, give a round of applause for today's man of the match.
Intelligent threaded pass here. Martial can be dangerous from this position. And it's there for him. And he's hit the frame of the goal.
He's gone for placement and not power, and he's hit the woodwork.
4 minutes of added time.
Effective challenge. It was an ambitious shot. It didn't really trouble the keeper.
No, you'd be really surprised if he let that one in.
And the pass provided by Danny Williams. And the ball is in the net.
The crowd have gone crazy, and quite rightly so. What a finish that is. Well, let's see that again. Once he gets into his stride, he just strolls past players. What a lovely solo. Wonderful effort this is.
A chance to revisit the goal.
Goal for Manchester
Lorenzo
United.
Pellegrini with it.
Number 31.
And now it's official. Just listen to the roar. Roma eliminated in the round of 16.
Well, they can't have many complaints. Just look at the players celebrating down there. Danny Williams is there with his teammates. An important match for them tonight. Continued that momentum. Came through the group stages. Now we're on the 8 teams left. Who knows?
So that is that. Thanks very much for joining the pair of us here on EA TV. We hope to see you next time.
I am standing here with Danny Williams, today's hat-trick hero.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fantastic feeling. It's great. But the gaffer at the start of the season, he asked me to do a job, and that's what I try and do every time I step out onto the pitch. And I mean, when all 11 of us do the job, this team is always going to score goals.
So you credit the squad for your goals?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everyone is contributing. You know, I mean, from the boss to the keeper to Martha, the tea lady. It's fantastic.
Well, that's a great attitude, Danny, and I'm sure the fans agree. Thanks for your thoughts.
Yeah, no worries.